And welcome to our monthly strategy for Thai stock markets for the month of November. There are two speakers today. First, Ms. Thirada Chaniyong, she is equity strategist, Thailand. And the second one, Mr. Danai Turiyapisit, he is a capital market analyst, Thailand. So let's start with the market outlook first and then go to the detail of our stock pick for the month of November. So for Thai stock market, after it's reached its high for the latest round around 1600 in September, there was a 5% correction. We consider it as a mild correction in October to 1520 level before rebound again to the current level around 1580s. So what's going to be next for the month of November? For the outlook, we don't think it is a very bullish market, at least in short term. We expect to see a limited upside in around 1600 only, as lagging of the short-term catalyst. So mostly the uncertainties factors will come from the external front. The first factors could be the concern about the global economic growth. Actually, it seems slowing down more than expected. As shown for the table, it shows the IMF forecast. They keep revising the global economic growth down further. The latest revision made in early of October. We can see that the global GDP growth for 2014 is revised down to 3.3%, and for 2015 it was revised down to 3.8%. The major country economic country like the developed country was the targets for the revising down, especially in the Europe and Japan. We can see that they revised down quite a lot from the economic conditions seem not so good as expected after they revised the U.S. economy down quite a lot in previous revisions. For the emerging and developing countries, seem has slightly revising down for the GDP growth, but the focus would be on China because we think it would have a major impact for the regional sentiments and also Thailand, as China is one of our key trading partners. So anything happen with the China economy, for sure it will impact our export. So that would be one of the uncertainty or the negative factor for the Thai stock market in short term. And the next is the spread of the Ebola virus, as it is a rapid evolving outbreak of the deadly Ebola fever started in the West America in March 2014. And the number of Ebola infected patients and the death toll from the Ebola epidemic have still been on a steady rise so far. The first case of Ebola confirmed in US in late September, and the first person diagnosed with Ebola in the US died in early of October. So the world still has to keep a close monitoring on its spread out to the other regions. And the last factor from external front is the geopolitical unrest in many regions, especially the protests in Hong Kong, the issue between Russia and Western country, especially the U.S., and the fight against the Islamic State or IS militants. So these all the uncertainties factors may impact or pressure the Thai stock market sentiments from external fronts. So we expect to see the limited upside only. But any lower, any downside of Thai stock market, we consider that as a buying opportunity, especially at the level around 1550 or 1520s. That's because of a positive prospect for the Thai economy next year. As for this year, we don't hope so much on the economic growth. Actually, we expect only 1.5% for this year growth, but will be growth further to 4 to 4.5% next year. In short term, the government had announced the short-term measure to stimulate the economic last month. The gains would be expected to be seen in December the latest. From the table, we can see the total budget around 800 billion to throw into the short-term stimulus package. They aims to create a job through accelerating contract of the investment project and boost the income for the low-income earners with total budget of around 360 billion baht, or accounting for around 45% from the total budget. So that maybe gain some more good sentiments or have some create more spending by the end of the year from the measures. And another factors from the internal funds would be the flow. Actually, for the foreign fund flow, we still have the positive outlook from the foreign fund flow in longer term from the QE measures for many countries like the Euro and Japan, like from their not so good economic conditions. So their central bank just announced the QE measures both. So we expect to see more fund flow from external fund to Thai stock market, or actually to these regions next year. However, for short term, we can see from the graph, from the chart, that the role of the foreign investor will traditionally be reduced substantially by year-end, especially in November. From the chart, you can see they'll stick with the selling sides around 15 billion baht on the month of November. So they'll expect to see some sell-off from the foreigners. However, on the other hand, the statistics show us that the institutional role is set to rise by the year end. From the statistic dating back 5 years, from 2009 to 2013, it shows inflow into long-term funds gradually pick up steam in the fourth quarters, the last 3 months of the year, every year, and reach their peak in December with an average of 15 billion baht, while average inflow into LTF in November will lower at 5 billion baht. So if we have a quite good prospect for the next year, any corrections or consolidation, actually we expect only a minor corrections from now in short term would be buying opportunities. And what make me think that they will have some correction now, we may consider Thai stock market not so cheap right now in terms of PE. As shown in the graph, Thai stock market trading with 16 times of PE compared to the average, compared to the regional average around 14.8 8 times. So we are not so cheap right now in short term. For the last chart income, we think the room for upside is still limited to 1590 to 1600 points. Any downside would be an opportunity to accumulate the position, especially around 1550s or 1520s. That equivalent to near -2 standard deviations of its P movement as shown in the graph right now here. So they may drop to the means or even to the -2 standard deviation here may equivalent to a 1560 level or around 1500 level would be the good point to accumulate more for the buying next year. So in short term, investment themes would be an earning play or the likely beneficiary of the government policy or even the year-end spending seasons. Our topic for the month of November including CK, IRPC, and TUF, and we'll give you more detail of each slide in the next.
Our stock picks in this month, the first one is Choganchan or CK is the leading contractor, the Thai contractor, the big contractors of is a listed contractor in the market. We see the positive factors lie ahead. Actually, the company already have a backlog, 100 billion baht. That is more than enough to generate the revenue per year, about 30 billion baht per year. In the second half of this year, we have projected the second half profit will be better than the first half projects. Because they already have backlog on hand. The backlog on hand is expected to recognize in the second half about 16.7 billion baht from the 17 billion in the first half. That means in the second half on the construction business we will see a little bit softened from the first half. However, in the second half the company will be able to book the dividend income from their investment in the Thai tap waters and the BCL expressway. And also they have a one-time gains 800 million baht from the sale of the BMCL. And that suggests the second half profit will hit around 1.2 billion, is up 88% year on year. Looking ahead in 2015, we see we see a better pickup in the new project size. Starting in the fourth quarters, we see the company will sign a contract, about 3 contracts. The value together 7.6 billion. This is the project from its affiliates, which is their affiliate expansion. Moreover, in the project like the Green Line subway project, which is already submitted the tender, we hopefully will see the result of the bidding come out before the end of this year. Looking for next year, we see the stream of the bidding process from the government project in the next year, because the government projects is 2.4 trillion baht will start next year for the time span of 8 years ahead. And the pipeline of the bidding project next year will be the blue line, the orange line, the pink line, mass transit extension project. and also is a dual track railway project. And moreover, they will expect some kind of the second phase of the airport expansion. This means the company will have more work coming to the backlog, and we expect the backlog is double to 200 billion baht next year from 100 billion baht this year. And this will generate a quite strong earning ahead. Together with the energy business, which already continue to grow in the future. We see the company share price will be going up due to the positive factor lie ahead. And the valuation right now we see a little bit upside, but still good time to accumulate the stock. We see the target price at the 29.05 baht. The second stock our call is IRPC. We see the Phoenix projects hold keys to financial year 2015 outlook. The third quarter's results seem softer than the second quarter's, and the result may come under pressure from the crude inventory loss, and the impact will be offset by a gain of the insurance claim for the fire damage at the VGO and HT, and a reversal provision for the refund of the remaining prepaid rental fee after the termination of the lease agreement for the TPI Tower building and tax benefit. So mostly the third quarter will be about 57 million baht, but at the moment we make a presentation today, the company just announced the third quarter is come out around 22 million baht. So the result is a little bit lower than our expected. But looking ahead in the fourth quarter is still gloomy because of the downward trend of the oil price, but the earning prospect look brighter in the 2015 following the commercial startup of the UHV project in the third quarter next year. The project is a key to the Phoenix projects that would boost the propylene capacities. And the second one is allow the refinery to run at the maximum capacity and refine more higher spread product. Construction of the UHV project is now 85% complete. Right now the share price is trading discount to book value. And you see we use the 3 years trailing average of 1.2 times price per book during the period financial year 2011 to 13. We put an accurate rating on this one with the target price 3.8 baht a share. The last one, we are looking for the TUF. We expect some earning recovery story and also some M&A on the table. And our forecast, we see pretty good earning in the third quarters. We expect TUF will report the third quarter profit growth of 91% year-on-year, 26% Q-on-Q to 1.9 billion baht. This is based on the assumption that number one, lower tuna raw material price will increase the profit from the blended business hires. The second one, OEM sales volume should go higher. The third one, the benefit of the weaker baht will increase margin. The fourth one, TUF will book a reversal of the provision for the accrued interest expenses from the conversion of the convertible bonds. And also we can see a more merger and acquisition on the table to achieve the $5 billion sale targets. And TUF is of late announced the acquisition of the additional two overseas salmon and sardine cannons, the move that can provide a further boost to the top line of the company in financial year 2015, but it's unlikely to put the sale to meet the $5 billion target. For this reason, maybe the more M&A deal could be expected. The share price is trading at the undemanding valuation, even though the positives seem to have already discounted into the share price. The PE, however, remains cheap relative to its peers. We still put the accumulate rating on this one with the target price of 81.25 baht a share. That would be all for our presentation for this month. Thank you for your attention.